taking the time out to join us on this call and learn more about how you can incorporate health and wellness into your life and how it's so important for your craft as an artist and actor. I'm so excited for you to learn. There is tons of amazing information. And, I started with Isagenix because of becoming a mom. And as I began, I started having this realization about how important, as actors, our body is our instrument, right, guys? Yep. And it's super important to be clear and in the moment and present, and your mental clarity and physical health and being physically fit is definitely correlated and aligned with that. So to be at our top game, we have to be healthy in the mind, healthy of the body, and the nutrition that we put in our bodies and what we fuel ourselves with is a big, huge part of that. So, everything that we did in this studio was connecting you to your emotions, connecting you to your authentic selves, dropping you into who you are as a person so that you're able to communicate your opinions so that it can go through your body as a vessel so that we can reflect life back for people to be able to watch. And so being healthy and grounded is super, super important. And we talked about that in class as well. So I am just really excited to be able to give you more information on how you can do that to better serve your life and your art, your craft. So that being said, I would love to introduce my friend, my teammate, my business partner. Meeting Brittany Cara has honestly changed my life and has probably honestly changed my baby's life. I'm so grateful for meeting you, Brittany. Oh. And Brittany she was an actress, singer, dancer, model in Hollywood for many, many years. And she's been in commercials and television shows and print ads and music videos. And at 25, she started network marketing and has not looked back. She is a six-figure income earner with Isagenix, and she is a published author and a mommy of three. This lady she's amazing. So I would like to pass it over to you, Britt.
Oh, thank you, Talia. Thank
You're
you so
welcome.
much. I'm honored that you invited me to come speak to your group of actors. And it's been a while since I've physically worked in the industry, but I think that once you're an artist, you're always an artist. And I would still quantify myself as an artist in different ways. I'm an author, as Talia said, and I record a lot of different things. And I still use everything that I learned in the entertainment industry. I have taken that into my entrepreneurial business and the mindset and the dedication. So I'm super excited. One of the things that I'm going to share with you guys, my personal journey in a minute, we're going to bring up some slides. We have some amazing guest speakers. Talia is going to be sharing her story later, but we also have a really fabulous woman on, which I'll introduce later. She just did a lot in the entertainment industry, and she's a self-made millionaire through the opportunity and what we're going to talk about today. So one of the things that really drew me to what I'm going to share with you guys today is that the entertainment industry is awesome, but it's also really toxic. And for those of you that I can just see your faces right now, how many of you agree, just by a show of hands, that is a statement, okay? It's toxic in the environment sometimes. It's toxic in some of the products that people consume to look or to feel a certain way to stay on point in their craft. And it's toxic in the sense that it's not stable. And when I mean that it's not stable, it doesn't mean that people that are artists aren't stable. It's that you don't really know what's going to happen next in Hollywood. It's kind of like feast or famine. And that was my experience. I was really blessed. I made really great money for a long time, but guess what? I was still bartending. I was still in the service industry because I never knew when that paycheck might stop. I never knew when I wouldn't have enough to pay the mortgage that month because again, it was feast or famine. So what I'm going to show you guys today was something that absolutely revolutionized and changed my life. And we live a really blessed, abundant life now. I'm actually outside in our vacation home on the beach and stuff. And I have 3 children, which I'll share with you guys, but we're going to dive right into it. What I'd love to ask everyone to do is please mute out their lines, because we're going to record this so that people can tune back into it later, so we can just get a clear recording. So if you haven't done so already, please mute out. And then I also would ask you to just be open and stay on the whole time, because you're not going to understand the whole vision of what we're sharing unless you tune into all the information. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and we are going to jump into it. So we got to love technology here. Super awesome. And here we go. Okay, guys. So I was introduced to the concept of network marketing when I was 25, and I was working full-time in the entertainment industry. As Talia said, I was an actress, model. I kind of was a jack of all trades. I was recording a demo CD. I was doing music videos. I was bartending till 4 a.m. I mean, you name it. I was doing it in the industry, and I was exhausted. I was emotionally and physically exhausted, and I was nutritionally bankrupt. And when I got pregnant with my oldest daughter, who you see here in the picture, who's about to be 10 this year, I found a vehicle that I just linked onto. And it was a vehicle that completely changed my body, the health of my body, my physical health, my mental health, and it changed my financial situation. And I really just dove in because I saw an opportunity to be able to fund my dreams and to live the life that I wanted to live. And that's what I'm going to share with you guys today. So these are my 3 beautiful children, Kayla, Kelsey, and Bo. My youngest is now 2. And I've been able to stay home with them and create a full-time residual income. Now, if you are an actor or an artist on the line, when you hear the word residual, how many of you get excited about the word residual? I totally understood that as an actor, and I knew I could book a commercial and pay my bills for 6 months to a year if I got a good commercial. So residual income is a way of life for artists. It's what we hope for. It's what we dream for. Royalties, right? That paycheck that just keeps coming in. But what I found with a lot of artists over the years is that they didn't have a vehicle to tap into that was legitimate, that was going to help fund their dreams. And that's what we're going to show you today. We're going to show you the connection between your body and your nutrition and the connection to the bank account that you desire to fund your dreams and sustain your dreams in the industry. So with that, I just want to kind of go over a little bit of stuff. I'm going to give you a lot of information, and we're not making any sort of claims. So I'm not telling you that you're going to be successful in this opportunity. I'm not telling you that these products can treat, cure any disease or illness. This is just a system that's worked for hundreds of thousands of people, and it's worked for a lot of actors, a lot of musicians, and some other people that you'll hear from today on the line. So let's just dive right into it. We talked about that the industry is really toxic, but you guys, the world is really toxic. And I think we can all relate to that. How many of you have ever related to any of these things that I'm going to share on the screen? Lack of energy, struggling with your weight. Maybe you're trying to slim down for a role. I mean, I know as a model, there was so much pressure for us to look a certain way. And we were always, even just as an actress, you have to take care of your body. And if you don't, they're going to find someone else that's going to fill your position that in your certain type, right? So weight is a huge issue for artists. Time management. Most people are working their dreams in Hollywood part-time because they're having to pay the bills. They're having to do the service jobs, or they're having to, nanny and babysit or do all these other things that they're not really passionate about, but they need the time. Also, aging is huge, especially in Hollywood as a woman. I mean, once you start aging, your level of income is going to go down. So how do you address toxic aging at a cellular level? How do you keep yourself looking young without having to just inject a bunch of things and go get a bunch of surgery? I mean, there's so much pressure in this industry to look a certain way. And then a lot of people are just so stressed out with the job that they have. They're waiting tables, they're bartending at night. And I get it, guys. It's stressful. I did it for a long time, but you don't have to. There's definitely a better way. And then there's people that are really looking to take their athletic and physical performance to the next level, depending on what kind of artist you are. There's, maybe you're into stunts or whatever it is. You need to have that physicality where you can be on set in front of a camera 14, 15, 16 hours a day and not get exhausted. And then we have the health crisis. So many people in Hollywood that I see today, even because I coach people all over the world, and people are just unhealthy. They're dealing with so many different issues. And then, of course, we have the financial situation. A lot of artists are struggling. So can you relate to one or any of those things? Or maybe you can relate to all of them. So whatever it is, I just want you to pick one or two things that you feel like there's a gap in your life over the next little bit that we're together this morning. I just want you to think about what is that gap and how would your life improve? How would your artistic experience improve if you were able to shorten that gap, whether it's with your weight, your health, your finances, your energy, your time freedom. So one of the things that we specialize in our community, and this was something that I got so excited about because I was coming off of an industry of craft service, of people drinking Red Bulls all day, of people taking different pharmaceuticals and different, illegal things to stay awake, to be on point, to be on set on time. And I just wasn't in alignment with who I am. It wasn't in alignment with my soul. And I wanted to feel better. I wanted to not have fainting spells at 25. I mean, I wanted to feel really good in my body, and I wanted to be healthy for my children. And so that's the first goal that we have in Isagenix, is to help you feel better. Get your body, like Talia said, as an artist, your body is your tool. It's your instrument. It's your vehicle. So if you're getting up in front of an audience and you're not on point with your nutrition and you're not on point with your mindset, guys, your whole performance is going to be thrown off, because everything is energy. And we know this as artists, right? We know that everything is energy. So it's really important to balance that. So let me just tell you a little bit about the company. For me, it was like I saw the vision right away. I put the products in my body and I felt amazing. But it is absolutely a company that's built on integrity. And our mission is to impact world health and to free people than any side job I could have ever done.
Hey, Britt, you paused for a second. You froze for a second.
Oh, am I back? Can you guys hear me?
You're back now. Yeah, you're back now.
Oh gosh, I'm sorry. Sometimes hopefully our internet goes out. Definitely tell me if that happens. Okay. So I just was talking about the vision of Isagenix is to impact world health and to free people from physical and financial pain. And I got so excited about that as an artist, as somebody that wanted to build a residual income, that I could really stand behind a company and I could stand behind a product. I mean, you guys, I was working for like energy drink companies and, vodka companies, and being a spokesmodel for all these companies that I would never want to consume their products, but it was giving me a paycheck. And so when I found something that I could align my hopes and my dreams and my love of nutrition and body wellness together, it was like a no-brainer for me. So I just want to kind of ask you guys this question is, what if you could start to think differently in your life? And what would that look like for you? So maybe it is that you're in the service industry. Maybe it is that you're starting your own branch of entrepreneurship within the industry. Maybe you're a writer, speaker. I don't know everyone on the line what your dreams are, but what if you could start to think differently a little bit? And the next question is, what life have you chosen? Are you full-time employed by somebody else? Are you a struggling artist that has all these dreams deep down in their soul, but they're not really going for them because you need a paycheck? Or are you partly self-employed, but you're still working for all these other people? So what's the life that you've chosen? As an entrepreneur, it's not easy to be an entrepreneur, right? But we set ourselves apart from the rest of the world because we want to live the life of our dreams. And that's really what I want to speak to you guys today about, is tuning back into the voice of your soul. What's holding you back from living the life of your dreams? Is it time? Is it money? Is it a health issue? Okay, so really start to identify those things. And then look at this number. 86,400 hours is spent at work. If you're an artist and you're working a desk job, you know how depressing that can be. You know how draining that can be to be doing something that you know that you're not meant to do. You're meant to, inspire people with your creativity and go out there and speak your truth in the world. But you can't do that if you don't have a solid financial backing, and you can't do that if you're not healthy. So the real question is, are you currently living your ideal life? I can truly say from the bottom of my heart today that I am living my ideal life. I get to wake up every day and do the things that I want to do. I get to stay home with my children. I don't have to worry about where the money's coming from next, any of those things. So you can absolutely build the life that you desire to build. So let's talk a little bit about the wellness industry and how that relates into what you guys are doing in the entertainment industry. Well, the global weight loss market, I mean, it's huge. You guys, everybody knows that everyone needs to lose weight and release weight, but everybody's doing it in really unhealthy ways. But it's a huge industry. I mean, $672 billion. That's the weight loss industry. And people are doing wraps and tucks and lifts and surgery, and they're doing all this crazy stuff when it really starts with building a foundation of nutrition. And then we have the fitness industry. I mean, this is becoming so big, especially with social media. Actors and models are getting so many different opportunities to branch out. This is actually Lori Harder. She's been a Oxygen cover model, I think 9 or 10 times. She's a self-made multimillionaire in our company. She uses our products every single day. And they've built a huge, massive, massive team, global team. And she's one of the top income earners aged 18 to 35, which I'll get into a little bit later. But Lori's been on the cover of Oxygen a bunch. And you'll see more and more people in the entertainment industry just flocking to Isagenix because we're really a wave of the future for a lot of artists. Absolutely. And then we have this global anti-aging market, which is expected to reach $285 billion by this year. I mean, it's so amazing. So they want to look younger. They want to feel younger. They want to age with grace. And I'm going to talk in a little bit about how we have products that absolutely address that. But here's one of the things that got me so inspired about what we do is that Isagenix addresses the things that most ignore. We address environmental toxicity from air, food, and water. Every person, I don't care how you eat, super health conscious, you're in LA, you're eating vegan, you're eating paleo, you're eating organic, whatever it is that you're doing, right? You're making your smoothies and all this stuff. It doesn't matter. You're still going to be exposed to environmental toxicity and you're still going to be exposed to nutritional depletion. So it's really, really important that you start to address those two things because those will affect your vehicle in terms of what you're able to produce with your body. So we have some amazing solutions that I'm going to go over quickly. We have products for weight loss, energy, performance, healthy aging, and wealth creations. And one of the things that I'm so passionate about is that it absolutely transforms people's lives. We have products and systems that work. So I want you guys to stop for a moment, and I just want you to think about, imagine being able to tap into a vehicle and a business opportunity that covers all of these trends. The weight loss industry, the healthy aging industry, the fitness industry, the industry of people looking for a better way of how to make money. You know, we are in a global entrepreneurial boom in the world because people are doing business from their phone. They're doing business from, I'm sitting outside right now with a laptop and a cell phone talking to you guys in totally different cities all over the world. So it's amazing what can happen when you combine technology with this vehicle. So let's talk a little bit about our products and what they do and how they can actually help actors and musicians, artists, whatever it is that you do on the line, really tune into your body and get your body balanced. So we have one of the first and only cleanses in the world that nourishes the body, but it's also a cellular detoxification and it boosts metabolism and it has detoxifying support for the body. I'm going to talk more about it in a second. We also have full mirror replacements, which are on point. I wish I would have had these on set for so many years. I can't even imagine my life without them. We have products to energize cells and to fight free radicals and fight stressors that attack our cells every single day. And we have amazing supplements that provide superior whole body nutritional support. And then we have specific products that address healthy aging at the root of our DNA strands, which I'm going to talk a little bit about, which is so exciting. So let's just jump in a little bit to our cleanse, because this is one of the products when I was an actor that I'm like, oh my gosh, everybody needs this, because how many people try to slim down, lean up before they get in front of the camera? Everybody. So say you book a big job and you're, meal prepping and you're doing all this crazy stuff. Cleanse days are so supportive of that. A cleanse day supports weight loss and metabolism, but it naturally detoxifies the body. So you're not stripping the body of any nutrients. It supports your liver, your immune health, and your cellular health. You can do daily cleansing or you can do deep cleansing. If you're looking to release weight, especially for a part and you need to get fit, you'd want to do one of our weight loss systems to lean out. And we have lots of actors and actresses that use our products daily. One of the really cool things about Isagenix is we don't endorse a bunch of celebrities to talk about our products. You only find out about it from people like myself or Talia that are actually using the products, which is really neat. So the Cleanse for Life is awesome. And then our Isoline shake. So how many of you have ever been on set and you're like stuffing your face with craft service all day long and you know that it's not good for you, but it's there and they're like whipping up all this amazing stuff and you're like, this is awesome. Okay, so the Isoline shake is clinically shown to support healthy weight loss and maintenance of lean muscle growth, which is what we want, especially as actors and as artist, you want to be lean, you want to be strong. You don't want to be just like depleted and skinny, right? You want to feel good in your body. It has 24 grams of protein, energy fueling carbs, and it helps you feel full longer. So you can have a shake and you're solid for 3 to 4 hours, and you don't need to be constantly snacking. It's going to balance your blood sugars, help your mental clarity, all of that stuff. And you guys, it's less than $3 a meal. So instead of just running into Starbucks, grabbing crap food that's going to cost you $15 and give you no nutrition, this is a way for you to, when you're out on the go. I mean, Isagenix came into my life kind of at the end of my acting career, where I would be in the car starving in traffic, driving from auditions to auditions, either skipping meals or grabbing junk that I didn't want to eat because I was so on the go. I was rushing. So a shake, you can just blend it in your car. You can have it on the go. We have awesome stuff. I call it superfood fast food is what I call our line. And then we have something called Ionic Supreme, which is nature's answer to stress. This helps with environmental, mental, and physical stressors, and it helps the body recover after workout. So if you're looking to put on lean muscle mass, if you're also an athlete, this is a must-have. If you're a mom and you're not nursing, absolute must-have. It improves mental clarity and focus, and also sleep cycles, which is hugely important. So if you're on set working long hours of the day, you can come home, you can have Ionics. It'll actually calm you down. It'll help you sleep, which is amazing. And then we have these great AM, PM vitamins. Now, these are vitamins that actually target DNA cellular degeneration. And this is what I was talking about earlier with the Healthy Aging line. It's absolutely amazing. They provide the body with vitamins, minerals, omega-3s, and they're in these little packets. You guys, you don't have to have 25 different supplements from all these different stores that are never going to pay you. Here's the thing. All these stores that you buy supplements from right now and you buy food from, how many of them have ever paid you a paycheck and said, thank you for shopping at our store? Probably nobody ever, okay? And they certainly didn't pay you a 6-figure income, and they certainly didn't allow you to retire from your job and all of these things. So we're going to show you a little bit more of that later, but it's just so simple, guys. And we've had some great press with our Healthy Aging line. It's been featured in Today. It's been on the BBC. It was in Elle magazine. We had a whole spread in Elle magazine. And I wasn't able to grab the image, but we just were featured in People magazine. We were on the cover of People. Several of the gals that just lost half their body weight. They lost over 200 pounds. They use exclusively Isagenix products. So we just had a whole 2-page spread in People magazine. I think it was last month in January was the issue. So it's just really exciting. Isagenix is just attracting a lot of attention from the entertainment industry right now. So really what we offer is an online wellness store that you get to set up. It's your own online wellness store that you physically shop from. You make money back from your own orders and everyone else's orders as well, which I'll explain later. But we have awesome skincare, which is hugely important for actresses and actors, is taking care of your skin. Your skin's the largest organ in your body. We have great healthy versions of energy drinks. I actually was drinking one earlier, little e-shots. I know on set, everybody was drinking Red Bulls back in the day. I don't know if people still do this, but everybody was like Red Bull kick. This is yerba mate, green tea, and adaptogenic herbs. So it is not toxic. It's very good for you. And it gives you the mental boost that you need to kind of stay throughout the day. So we have lots of different products that you can look into. But we're not going to get into all of them today. Just wanted to give you a little overview. And the best part is, guys, it's backed by science. We have several long-term clinical studies that actually show that people, compared to the heart healthy diet, people on Isagenix released 56% more weight. They had 57% more fat loss, and they had twice as much visceral fat loss. So it's really allowing the body to come back into homeostasis, which is what we want, especially when we are working with our bodies as a tool, as an instrument. And we have tons of professional athletes. I mean, we've got NFL players and Olympians, and again, tons of oxygen models, fitness models, people all over the world that are consuming our products that are really looking for the absolute best of the best to put in their vehicle. And that's what I would inspire you guys to do today is, as actors, you want to be putting the best of the best. You want to get the best coaches, the best headshots, all that stuff. But if it doesn't start with the best nutrition, you're kind of wasting your money everywhere else, because if your body isn't in alignment, then everything else is going to be out of alignment. And then if we have any parents or grandparents on the line, I'm really passionate about this part of ISA because my kids have grown up on it. It's something that you can do with your family. Your whole family can get healthy together. And those are my two babies up top. The top one's drinking our greens. And these are lots of our other ISA kids on my personal team that use these products daily with their parents. And if you have children in the entertainment industry, also very toxic industry for children. So we want to make sure we're feeding their bodies really, really well. And then I'm just going to talk really briefly about the testing of our products. Most of our ingredients exceed the USDA certification for organic standards. If you're just jumping on the line, we're so happy to have you. If you could just mute out because we're getting a little bit of background noise, that'd be awesome. Thank you. So the company spends about $3 million looking at all the raw materials and making sure they're in alignment with their high quality standards. So we source from the best places on earth. It is super, super clean. We have a lot of science and research that we can send people if they have specific questions about that after. So with that, really excited to bring back on the line just a girl that she's just walked into my life and been such a bright sunshine for the team. And I know a lot of you know her really well, but I want to do her justice and I want to just read you guys her bio because she's done a lot of really amazing work, especially in the entertainment industry. You know, she's been an artist and teacher for more than a decade, and she's ran children's gyms and several businesses. So she's been a multipreneur. And she taught at the Premier Meisner Studio for 5 years. And she's super excited about sharing what she's learned with Isagenix with other actors and artists, because through this opportunity, she's been able to start to build a business and stay home with her daughter, which was her dream. So I'd love to bring Talia back on the line to just talk a little bit about her experience so far with Isagenix. Talia?
Thank you. Thank you so much, Brittany. That was so sweet. So yeah, guys, as you know, I've always been a really healthy person, always eaten really clean, always exercise. Health and wellness was always a super big part of my life. And I never, ever thought I would be a shake person in my life. And what happened was I had my baby, and it became very clear very quickly that I did not want to go back to my 9-to-5 corporate job for my gym. I was traveling around the world helping other business owners open up their businesses and training their staff and teachers and etc. And so I wasn't sure what I was going to do. And Brittany and I had connected 9 months prior for a different reason. And she's just, I don't know if you can tell, she's amazing and I trust her. And she posted something about wanting to have freedom and stay home with your babies and help with your family's income. And I was like, yes, that's what I want. I want to inspire people, but I want to be home with my baby. And so I reached out to her. I said, I don't know what you're doing, but tell me about it. And so we had a conversation. And again, I was skeptical about the whole shake thing. I really did not understand why I needed it or why it was important for me. And so I got set up with my own special line of products because I'm still nursing. So there are certain things that I can't do. And even like a month down the road, I was talking to Brittany and I said, I don't know, Britt, I mean, yeah, I feel good, but when I feel good anyway, I don't know if it's the shakes. And she goes, well, why don't you not take the shakes for a while and see how you feel? And I was like, no, I don't want to stop taking the shakes. I do not want to see what that's like at all. So in my mind, I thought there must be something really fantastic in this nutrition to not make me want to stop. I dropped my baby weight so fast. I have abs again, which happened 4 months postpartum, which I was shocked because I'm not working out nearly as much as I was before having a baby. I feel amazing. And for me, the key is quick, easy, convenient. And so while being home and taking care of a newborn, I'm able to just hold the baby, throw some stuff in a blender. And it was such a relief to know that I was feeding my body nutrient-dense superfoods. It just rocked my world and I can't stop talking about it. Yeah, and that is how I came to Isagenix and how I feel about it now. And I think that's all I have to share about that right now.
I love it. I love your story because it's so inspiring, and it's how we all kind of come into this. Like, what the heck is this?
Yeah,
On the line, and you're like, what the heck is this? Stay on the line for a bit. It's going to get more clear. So, thank you, Talia, for
You're
sharing. And
welcome.
I have the absolute honor and privilege to introduce. She's one of my dear, dear friends within our company, and she's just an amazing person. And she has a really extraordinary bio. So I'm just going to read some of her highlights to you guys. She actually graduated from the University of Miami Jazz and Vocal Music Theater. She's toured with many artists, including Don Henley of the Eagles, Stevie Nicks, and Fleetwood Mac. Oh my gosh. And she did that for many, many years. She was a professional singer, and then she got pregnant with her first son, and she was looking for something different. And she's been able to create an annual 6-figure income with our company. She's a 4-star Golden Circle, 3-star Crystal Executive, which you guys don't know what it means, but it's fancy stuff. And she's also an Isagenix millionaire, meaning she has made over $1 million with our company. And I'd love to bring on the line the beautiful, the very, very talented Mindy Schinner.
Oh my gosh, Brittany, thank you for that beautiful introduction. Gosh, there's so much. You just made me get a little teary-eyed there. It's what do I want to say about Isagenix? This has been an incredible, unexpected blessing in my life. So I started Isagenix when I had my first baby. So I left the road when I was 7 months pregnant. I toured till I was 7 months pregnant, and left because I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, and I didn't want to leave my children at home and go back out on the road. So Isagenix came in my life. I really started to lose weight in inches after having a baby, and I had no idea. I wasn't looking for a business. So I didn't leave that career that I loved behind to go work somewhere else. This came into my life, put the products in my body. Within 5 days, I had lost my cravings for sugar and carbohydrates. So my body was clearly out of balance because I had wacky cravings for sugar, and I had wacky cravings for Diet Coke and for pasta and bread. 5 days, I was like, wow, I haven't thought about that. That's incredible, like to not have that thought. And I realized, wow, it's not that I didn't have willpower. It's that my body was clearly out of balance. So continued on the products, and I felt very much like you did, Talia. I was like, I wouldn't stop doing this. And why would I stop this? Like, I'd always use a shake product. I'd always use supplements. And I had those 25 bottles of different things, like you mentioned earlier, on my countertop. And I'd be like, is this stuff working together? I had no idea. But with this, what I learned, I got educated, and I went, wow, something that actually does what it says it's going to do, and I feel amazing in the process. So for me, yes, weight and inches dropped off great. I was like, wow, why didn't I have this when I was on the road and exercising like a fiend and going to all these fabulous restaurants, because we were flying around the world and had amazing opportunities for delicious gourmet food. But it was really tough to stay lean and healthy. I was on the healthy lifestyle. And God, what I would give to have had this then. So I am also really passionate, Talia and Brittany, about sharing this with artists, with singers, with musicians, with our bodies, our instrument. You know, it's how we present ourselves to the world, whether we're an artist or whether we're not. Our bodies, our minds, our energy, our face, how we look, our skin, all of that is affected by what we put in our body, with the nutrition we put in our body. So, and I know that you're addressing all of this, Brittany, but it's just been so powerful. So I've shared it with thousands of people. I've helped amazing thousands of people. It's incredible at this point. The people's lives that I've been able to impact through sharing what has worked for me. That's as simple as it is. I share what has worked for me, and I'm so passionate because I've seen it. I've watched it for years for other people. And I'm also equally as passionate about what we can do to help other people to bring in that residual that doesn't dry up to a 53-cent check. I mean, when I get a 53-cent check, I'm like, oh, seriously? You know, I remember that McDonald's commercial, or I remember, you know, that record I sang on or whatever, but it's nothing now. My residual income with Isagenix just continues to grow and grow and grow. And I get to help other people, like my friend Eileen on the line here. I see my friend Kathleen. earn the same kind of income. The earning potential is up to the individual, and the opportunity is an equal opportunity for everybody. It's not gender specific, it's not age specific. Anyone, my children use these products and they will have their own Isagenix business alongside whatever they want to do in life. So I really appreciate the opportunity to share this with your community, Talia, and Brittany. Anytime, I'd be happy to come back and share. And yeah, that's me in a nutshell. And my Isagenix experience.
I love you. And I just want to say, you guys, Mindy was just announced as our 250 millionaire. Yes, I know how many of you saw her on stage. I was like, woo, we were freaking out. But here's the thing is she doesn't have to be on here today on a Saturday talking to you guys. Okay. She doesn't have to. She asked me, she saw it on Facebook and she goes, I would love to be a part of this to share my story, because when you have something that's impacted your life physically, financially, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, all the ways that Isagenix works, it's like a fire in your soul. Like when Talia said she can't stop talking about it. Like Mindy doesn't have to be here to show up today to talk to you guys. I don't have to be here. Like we want to, because it's been such a gift, like a blessing, exactly what Mindy said. So thank you for your time, Mindy. We love you. I'm going to go back to screen share, guys. We're going to close it out. I'm going to show you a little bit about the opportunity side now that we've gone over a little bit of the health side, and then we're going to wrap it up. Okay. So we're going to go back to screen share really quick. Thank you, Talia and Mindy, for your beautiful testimonials. You guys are awesome. And let's get back to, let me see if I can do this correctly. Okay. See, anyone can do this. Okay, so we're going to get into wealth creation, because wealth creations for some people is like you hear the word wealth and you might go, oh my gosh, I don't know if I could ever be wealthy. You can. It's a mindset, and we teach that a lot in our community. But money and work are primary stresses for 76% of people, you guys. And if you're on the line and you have any sort of financial stress, then I'm going to tell you that you are not in a holistic state of wellness, because if your money isn't right, your body is not going to be totally right, and your life is going to be out of balance. So my goal is to help people come back into balance with their bodies and also with their bank accounts. So let's talk about the need for money. I think we all really understand this, but there is a massive need. 41 million people receive food assistance. We have a crazy unemployment high rate right now. Healthcare rise, healthcare is just a joke, and debt is skyrocketing. And debt for artists is huge. I know so many people that, they put $1,000 headshots on their credit card and, all of these things, and they can't pay their rent. So they're just like trying to fund their dreams, but they're funding it through credit rather than residual income. So let's break down what wealth is. Well, wealth is, according to Robert Kiyosaki, he's one of my favorite authors. If you haven't ever tuned into his material, I highly recommend it. And in the book, The Business of the 21st Century, he talks about wealth is the number of days that you can survive without physically working and still maintain your standard of living. So let's just say your expenses are $4,000 a month, which living in Los Angeles, that would be pretty amazing if you can live on $4,000 a month. But if you're doing it, good for you. And say you had $12,000 in savings. That means you actually only have 90 days of wealth. 90 days. That's pretty crazy. And $12,000 in a bank account is more than a lot of people have right now. So if you had to stop working tomorrow or you lost your job, how could you survive? So our goal, each of our individual goals, and this was my goal so many years ago when I stepped into this opportunity, was to develop a residual income that was greater than my monthly expenses, so that I always had enough coming in no matter what, that I didn't have to worry about paying the bills. So why is the health and wellness industry exploding? Well, first of all, we have baby boomers who account for 50% of the spending. We have the senior generation that are, they're having to go back and work at Walmart and all these crazy things. We have the Generation X and we have the millennials. Generation X and millennials, we don't want to work the 9 to 5. We don't want to be broke at 40, making $30,000 a year at a job that we hate. So we are constantly looking for entrepreneurial ways to expand our wealth. And so everybody wants what we have, you guys, and everybody needs it. It's just they don't know about it. They haven't been taught this information yet. So I want to talk really quickly to, if there's anyone on the line that's between the ages of 18 to 35, we have our own demographic in Isagenix called Start Your Life. And this is anyone between the ages of 18 to 35. And this is our vision for young people. It's to ignite all young people to own their lives physically and financially, and through their contributions, create freedom and a lasting legacy. And I'm proud to say that I'm a 6-figure income earner in the Start Your Life movement. This is my last year in Start part because I'll be turning 36 at the end of this year. But I'm so grateful to have helped found the START movement in Isagenix and really, attracted a lot of young people onto my personal team and just throughout the company. It's really phenomenal. So let's look at network marketing, because here was where I was at. I was hungry to create a business from home and to provide residual income for my family, but I didn't understand network marketing. I thought a lot of the things that maybe you've thought throughout this presentation, like, oh, is this the quote unquote pyramid, or what is that? Like, people just don't understand network marketing. So let's look at the facts. Network marketing is responsible for over $182 billion in worldwide sales. You guys, that's more than all the music downloads. That's more than all the organic products sold. That's more than the NFL and the gaming industry. So we are almost $100 billion above all of those industries. So it's one of the fastest growing demographics in our global economy, but people don't understand it. It's not taught. We didn't learn. I went to UCLA. I got a degree from UCLA. I certainly didn't learn about network marketing. I wish they would have taught me that there. And then health and beauty, they dominate the direct selling industries because why? It's what everything we've been talking about. People want to look better. They want to feel better. They're looking for solutions, and it can provide an additional source of income. So it is a legit, perfect business that you can build on the side in your life, in the pockets of your life. So briefly, I just want to kind of show you guys our world-class partners. So we have these three people are the founders of our company, Jim and Kathy Coover and their son, Eric, and they are the most genuine, amazing people. Mindy could speak to this too. She knows them really well as well. They're just kind-hearted. They're real. They came out of retirement to make a difference. They were self-made multi-millionaires before they started this company. So they came out with such a solid foundation for us, and we're really, really inspired to be attracted into their community as well. You can see some of our Isagenix professional dancers in the background. Like we really do it big. If you come to events, we have all sorts of celebrity, singers and people that will drop by and do little performances. It's fun. We had Maroon 5 play at one of our events and all sorts of fun stuff. So these are some of the accolades that Isagenix has accumulated over the years. We're one of the fastest growing companies in North America. So if you're wondering if it's a solid company, it's one of the fastest growing companies in North America. And we continue to just strive to make a difference and do it right. So it's really amazing. Now I'm going to show you a little bit about how the opportunity actually works. Like Mindy talked about, like, how do you even start to create a business, let alone a 6-figure yearly, even $1 million business? How does that even happen, right? Before I do that, I just want to say that, results like myself or Mindy has had, it's not typical. You have to work hard. You have to put time and effort into it. And it's based on your individual, drive to do it, just like the entertainment industry is. So we're not making any sort of claims. We're not telling you you're going to be a millionaire. It's whatever this is a vehicle that you can tap into. Okay. So what is your opportunity? How does it work? Number one, you eat the food. Our products are food. Every single person that you come in contact with every single day is eating food. They're either eating food that's making them sick and overweight and unhealthy, or they're eating food that's helping them in some way. And so our products help to address a lot of those issues. Number two, you share the system with people. Super easy, just like you would share a good book, a movie, anything that you're doing in your life that you find value in. We teach you how to market, brand, enroll, all of that stuff on our team. And then number three, you identify people that want to share the products and get their products paid for, or people that want to build part-time or full-time businesses. Mindy and I run really large organizations, and there's a ton of people on our team that just want to eat the food, and that's great. And then there's a ton more that just want to make part-time incomes, or they just want to make a few extra $100 a week here. And then there's people that want to make thousands, and there's people that want to make millions. Like, it's all over the map. It's just whatever people want to do, and we plug you into systems based on your individual goals. So how does it work? You set up a wholesale account, which I'll talk about in a second. And every time you share with your friends, Isagenix pays you residually. And you don't just get paid for what your people do and what you do, you also get paid for what the entire team does. So as Mindy said, she's inspired thousands of people through this opportunity, but she's got tens and tens of thousands on her team that she gets paid every single week. She gets paid on all of their orders and reorders, and we get paid unlimited depths below us. So there's absolutely no blocking, and it is truly an unlimited income opportunity. So how does the residual income, we've talked a lot about residual income on this call today. What the heck does that mean in Isagenix? Well, every time people are eating the food and placing orders, think about it as like an online Costco or an online Target. Every time somebody shops and checks out, once you have an account, you are eligible to start earning money that happens below you. And every time there's a certain amount of volume, business volume accumulated, you earn a cycle of residual income. Now, each of our cycles are worth $54. Now, that might not seem like a ton of money, but when that $54 is happening over and over and over and over again throughout the day, it adds up, and it can add up to a lot of money. So how do we get paid? We get paid daily, weekly, monthly, and then there's also trips and incentives. When you get paid with Isagenix, you get a little debit Visa card in the mail. We get paid every single Monday. And you guys, this company has paid me every Monday for 10 years. They have never missed a paycheck. They have never been late. I have never missed a pay week. I have gotten paid in Isagenix every single week for the last decade. They have never missed a time. So it's consistent residual income if you choose to show up consistently. Again, it goes back to your work ethic. So what are some keys to success? We have an amazing management team. So there's a whole corporate side of Isagenix that I'm not going to talk about, but they're your business partners too. And we have world-class customer service. We have products that everyone needs and real results. We have an amazing compensation plan, which you can learn more about as you go along. We have free training and support. So you'll learn from leaders like myself and Mindy and other people in our teams that just pour love and belief. And we show you how to do it because we've done it. So we can show you. And the timing and position is absolutely amazing. So this is just some of our numbers. You guys, we've done, just so you know, we've done over $5 billion, billion with a B, in cumulative sales since we started in 2002. We have continued to skyrocket to success. The company is debt-free. We are privately owned, and we are very, very stable. So let's ask this question. After hearing all of that today, all of these like amazing things that maybe it's like rocking your mind right now, I just want to ask you a really basic question is, how much are you spending a day to feed your body? Just think about it for a sec. How much are you spending per day to feed your body? And is that money that you're spending, does it pay you back in any way? And is it giving you the current health results that you want or the current life results that you want? Let's go back to the beginning of what we talked about when we first got on the line is, what are the gaps in your life? What are you looking to fill? So we have so many different packs, and honestly, you guys are coming into this at a really great time. We actually have free enrollment right now until Sunday night at 9 p.m. So the two starter packs that you see here, the value pack and the premium pack, they come with free enrollment. The free enrollment is usually $29 for the year to have an account. That's to open a business center, you guys. Like, see, I want you to think about that. If you've opened other businesses, did it cost you more than $30 and some food? Yeah, I'm sure it did. I'm sure it cost you thousands. Isagenix is food. So both of those packs come with free membership already, but they would be an additional $29 off, which is such a great deal. So the value pack, if you have business intent, I would have you look at the value pack or the premium pack. Those are the two packs that I bring in 90 to 95% of my people with. It's going to replace over 83 meals in your monthly grocery budget. It's about $20 a day. The value pack comes with the healthy aging vitamins like Mindy talked about, like just on the go. You just, have them in your bag. You're traveling, you're on set, whatever it is you're doing, you're going to have your nutrition with you to stabilize your body. And then we have our bare bones pack over there, which is the 30-day system, $10 a day. So if you're looking to reset, cleanse your system, really get set up for success with Isagenix, one of these three would be the best options. And what's really cool is every month you update your cart. So you update your auto ship every month, depending on what your family and you are eating. I change my orders every single month. The kids and I do a lot of different products. We have amazing skincare. So you're buying food from your own online wellness center instead of going and giving all of your money to the health food store down the street or Whole Foods or Sprouts or whatever it is that you shop, that they're never going to pay you back. You're going to take a portion of that and you're going to relocate it into your own wellness center that can potentially help you build an amazing long-term residual income and fuel your body properly. So what I'd love to do right now is I'm going to actually stop the screen share. And I'm going to come back to the group here. And I would love to just open it up for questions, because here's what I find is, like, people are first exposed to this and they're like, Like, it's like so much information, right? And I remember feeling that way. And I remember like, I don't really understand how it works. So I would love to take the last few minutes that we have together and just open it up for Q&A for anyone that has any questions or anything that you feel that you want to get answered before you jump off. So you can just unmute yourself or raise your hand and I'll call on you if anyone has any questions.